This week on the podcast, we have
Black Ops 3 and Shia Lebouf.
Passport Woes and Spectre.
RoboCop and Fallout 4.
just going to jump over me. All right, Trevor.
Hey,
Jean-Claude Van Damme's Cyborg, an American Alien, and so much more on this week's official Team DBAH Podcast number 116. Come join us, why don't you? Hello and welcome to the official Team DBAH Podcast number 116. I'm Charlie Danger 82, and with us tonight we have Craig,
Hello.
Jake,
It's me.
and Trevor.
it's my line, Jake.
What the fuck? No, it's not.
Oh, these two are going to fight now. This is going to be fun.
It's definitely my line.
It is
No.
definitely Jake's line.
It's
Trevor,
mine.
And since he's older,
Nope.
I got to give it to Jake.
Right?
Yeah. Nope.
And listen, we know you're tall, but I'm also a tall guy too, so
Yeah. Trevor, your line is details.
Hey now.
say it. It calls for it.
No, it doesn't. Because I've been playing into this trap.
It really does. I'm saying it,
This is
so...
the situation to use it.
I mean, there was never a more appropriate one.
But if I say it, I'm falling for your trap here.
Ha-ha. Yeah. So, yes, this is another wonderful podcast brought to you by the friendly folks here at Team DBAH. Team DBAH, where the future happens now. I thought that's a new slogan or anything. I've been
Eh.
playing some Fallout. I sat down and played Fallout 4 for about 3 hours last night. So I'm kind of in that mindset, so you'll have to excuse me.
You're excused. That's fine. How you liking it so far?
Robot said my name.
That's
And you
good.
said robot's name.
I say Robot's name, and Robot said my name. I wrote down my name of the character, and Robot said my name. I was like, holy, what? And the thing was, it happened just so, like, offhandedly that I really didn't register it at first. Because I name all of my characters Gabriel or Caleb, because if I ever have a boy, those are the two names that I want to name them. So, of course, I'm creating something on a virtual platform, so I named them that. And I named my character Gabriel, and, just walking through the house, and the robot comes like, Mr. Gabriel, could you help me with the baby? And I'm like, yeah, sure, guys, with that. Robot said my name. Robot said my name. And I'm like running through the house. Robot said my name.
Out of the way, woman.
I have a laser musket.
I don't like it.
I love it.
I don't. I'd rather use the pipe stuff.
I haven't tried the pipe stuff. Oh.
It's what's legal in Colorado now, so there you go.
Oh, you
Oh.
cad.
I feel okay
You
about that one.
cad. But the thing is, I played 3 hours of it, and I gotta say, so far, it's pretty awesome. I don't know what to think of the building aspect, the base building aspect. I like tearing things down.
Yeah. I've been experimenting with that myself.
I love the shit out of destroying buildings.
Oh, yes.
And I mean, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game. 2 hours in, they throw you up against a death claw, like right off the bat. Like, here you go.
I saw someone else complain about that too. I thought it was pretty funny.
Like, are you fucking serious?
But it was okay in the situation because of what you had at your disposal. It's like going 2 hours into the game and suddenly super mutant. Behemoth.
Oh, you mean like Fallout 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that so far I'm liking it. I gotta say that I like the dog.
Dog is best friend.
I heard that if you don't have any lockpicks or anything, and you want to get that super gun that when you're passing through the very beginning, you see that gun in like a case and it's just like, I'll be back for you someday. I heard that if you're in the vicinity of Vault 111, you can send out the dog to search the area and he'll come back with it.
Oh.
Huh.
So there is that. Yes. So I am looking very forward to that. I think the graphics are great. The customization options are just like,
Ooh.
whoa.
I love it.
Just it's pretty well rounded so far. It's very pretty. It's bright. I'm not used to a bright Fallout game.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything's usually like either, gunmetal gray or dogshit brown, as Yahtzee would say, but definitely a step up graphically, I think, from the olden times there with Fallout 3. Excuse me. Sorry about that. My burps. We're interrupting us. Yeah, but I like it so far. And are you? What are your feelings on it, Trevor?
I'm probably less into it than you are right now.
Because he's so much cooler.
Right?
Mostly because I haven't had the chance to play most of it.
Right.
And the cooler
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I guess if that's a necessity here.
Well, I found myself last night when I brought it home. I was like, okay, I'm just going to create a character and what have you. And then 3 hours later, I'm like, I was supposed to make like 4 or 5 videos tonight. That's not happening. So, yeah.
That's fun.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
currently
satisfied.
trying to figure out how food works.
Okay, Trevor, I'm going to explain this to you. Take the food into your hand. Pick it up. And then put it to your mouth. And then after that, I'm not really sure. It just kind of disappears and I kind of forget about it. So if something happens in between there, that should solve all your problems.
I think what Trevor means is how do you get food?
Oh.
Or plant it.
Yeah.
You
Charlie
find
Park.
you find ground and you place it over it and it blooms. I'm growing melons and I believe potatoes right now.
Because like I have a
starchy
I have
place.
I have a bunch of multi-fruit, but I can't plant any of it.
Looks like you're barking up the wrong tree for that multi-fruit guy. You're supposed to be eating the multi-fruit yourself. Can't go planting it places all willy-nilly. This is the future past.
When is
Okay,
it-
X-Men.
When do you? Oh, there you go. When do you actually wake up? Like, what's the year? Do they tell you, or is it just
200 years in the future.
So
from when you started, or
2150
From
something?
2015. Yeah,
Oh.
from 2015, basically.
Oh, okay,
So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't know if they were going to be funny and have it be like the future of 2017, because I figured it started off pretty early in like the 50s or whatever.
sadly, this is not Blood Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Or The Legend of Ricky O. Yeah, that took place in the far-flung future of 1999. Oh, 1990, actually. Do you know that Transformers the movie, the original animated feature, took place in 2005?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, it did.
It started off, that was like one of the... I think that was like the first line of the film. The year is 2005. Like, woo, this is
Well,
crazy
that-
future.
We'll definitely have giant anthropomorphic robots by then, right? Yeah, totally.
I remember seeing it in like '84 and like saying, "Oh my god, I'm gonna be alive around then. I'm gonna be old enough to fight with the Transformers."
Oh man.
It's a
Sign me up.
transformer.
I'm like, this will be enough time for them to land, right? You know. Sadly,
guy
the
can hope, right?
Transformers never came. Transformers never came, guy. Craig, have you started playing Fallout 4 yet?
No, I don't have it yet.
I gotcha.
I've been watching people play though.
Yes. Any particular streamers we should be looking out for?
I've been watching Tim play from the guy that made Control Delete that
Tim Buckley?
comic. Yeah,
Yes.
he's been doing like 3 or 4 hours, like chunks at a time. So
Ah.
I've been watching that. It's been helping the time pass at work. So
Indeed.
He's playing it on
I
PC,
need to say
so-
one thing about this, other
Yeah.
than what you
Yes.
said.
Oh.
I'm happy to hear the music back.
Music is cool.
I'm happy to hear the Fallout 3 style of music back.
Yeah. So you're talking about the the I don't want to set the world on
No.
What? No,
Nope.
not that one.
No. Oh no, not that one. Civilization, for instance.
Oh,
Yeah, Civilization is Bongo Bongo Bongo.
Bungo.
That one.
wait, did you just say Oingo Boingo?
No, he said
Bongo
bongo,
Bongo
bongo.
Bongo in the
Oh.
Congo.
Oh.
Mhm.
I must have missed that one. I'll have to. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know.
Uh,
Shh.
Okay, all right. Yes. Of course. Jake, have you been dabbling in the Fallouts?
No, I just started watching Team 4-Star play it. And
I watched that right before the podcast.
it's a growing in me. I'm like, man, maybe I should get Fallout. Maybe I should devote fucking days of my life to playing that game. But no, I really haven't had time to pick up any new stuff. I'm still tooling around in WWE, and then I'm still I play a little bit of this War of Mine. I think I mentioned it like a long time
yes.
on the podcast, and I forgot what I was doing in there, so I immediately reset and started back over.
Your base is
Worst, we have
completely
to
in
do that.
disarray.
Yeah. But I also saw. I know we're doing gaming right now, but I saw 2 movies this week, so I can talk about that later, or we can
Okay.
talk about it now.
No, fuck it. Dive into it, man.
So I saw Spectre.
Right.
It was the most James Bondy of all the recent Daniel Craig films,
Really?
in that it was like kind of more like traditional campy and like I mean they didn't go full out with it, but there's like certain things they do that's like, oh, this reminds me of like watching the old ones with my dad where they got kind of silly with what would happen. And then like apparently there's a bunch of Bond callbacks, but I haven't watched the series with an intelligent mind enough to realize it, like besides the obvious ones. But I think it's a good movie. It's not as good as Casino Royale or Skyfall, but I thought it's a good cinema experience. I thought the opening scene is pretty goddamn gorgeous. So
It's it's a lot of gadgets and sex.
no, not in like that way. There's really not a whole lot of gadgets in it at all. But it's like there's like a Bond strapped to a chair, and the villain's like monologuing, and like there's like oh, he lucks out and like falls on a couch instead of like plummeting like 30 feet to like break his spine, stuff like that.
Ah, yes.
Has a ridiculous fight with a henchman on top of a thing. By the way, Batista's pretty good in that movie. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah. But it's weird. They introduce his villain thing, and then like his villain thing never comes up again. Like how like Jaws had the metal jaws, and like Oddjob had the hat.
Right. Right.
Batista has something. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, and then like it never really comes up. Yeah, so it was all right.
It's amazing. It's just like, and this is Diamond Dick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this movie is rated PG-13, so
Also, I don't think they ever
there's
say
that.
his name in it, so he's just like the big guy. He's basically Ryback, essentially.
Oh, nice.
And then that same night, I was like, well, I'm at the theater already, and I haven't seen The Last Witch Hunter yet, and I kind of wanted to see that because Vin Diesel's a big nerd, and I like it when big nerds do what they like to do. And
I had no idea that was out.
oh yeah, it's out. And I was debating, I'm like, should I try to sneak into this movie? It's like 50 minutes. I can like wait in the bathroom, and about halfway through, I'm like, there was no one in the theater right now, and they were smart. And they didn't put the movie titles up above each theater, so I can't like hang out by the ticket like tearing station, and like they'll say, "Oh, Last Witch Hunter, it's in blah blah blah." I was like, "I'll just go buy a ticket." I mean, the whole point of me like seeing this movie is to, like support nerdy people doing nerdy things. So
Right.
turns out not that great of a movie. They had some really cool stuff in it. Like I think Vin Diesel did a good job, and Rose Leslie, who was in Game of Thrones, her character's pretty cool. But it's like so, I don't know. It just seems like it's very disjointed, I guess, and it's like they don't fully commit to the whole like. I mean, I guess they kind of do, but I don't know. It's very cold. It seems very like you don't feel drawn in by like the characters or anything like that. So,
Oh, that's sad.
yeah. Besides, like some stuff with Vin Diesel, but like other than that, it's just kind of like, oh, and then they fight the giant CGI monster. Okay.
Right.
Oh, another. It like turns into that. So, but they only set up for a sequel, so maybe if they, I mean, they didn't like blatantly set up, but it's like, oh, the continuing adventures of the Last Witch Hunter.
Right.
So they could, I guess, if they make enough money, but I'm pretty sure they just barely paid back their budget. So
I guess he makes it.
I will let that be for you to decide.
But that is a story for another day.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I did.
How's WWE 2K16 treating you?
Well, I'm in the process of giving Craig one of the 19 backbreakers in the game, so I'm trying to figure out
nice.
which one's the best one. So
That's fun.
Nice.
back in like of 15 back suplexes. Yeah, it's a fun time making these characters. I was telling Dave before the podcast, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I did the first time around and like create half of the people and then come back like a year later and do the other half. I don't think I don't want to make my first video 6 months down the road, essentially. So
I got it for my birthday, so I'm gonna have to actually learn how to play at some point. But if I have a year to practice, well...
right.
But Charlie,
Just in
you
time
have
for
Fallout.
2K17.
Does that really mean a year?
That's true. I have Fallout and I have Phantom Pain, so
Ooh, then it goes.
and
there goes.
I'm
that's like-
recording a video series for The Witcher 3, so
I think you're gonna be about 3 years out there.
yeah. Craig, what are you playing?
I'm still playing Metal Gear, and I just
Oh, yeah?
started playing Black Ops. So
How's Metal Gear treating you?
Metal Gear.
good. I got to experience the birthday surprise. So last
Saw
week.
that, and you know what? Everybody else, listeners, you can see that too if you go to youtube.com/Team DBAH and check out our videos because that is right there on our site. So check that shit out. Yeah, I saw I love the variation on Happy Birthday because the game was made before it became public domain again.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I was
So they had to sing their own version.
I was wondering where I heard like because when we talked about that last week, I was like, I know I've heard like a recent like Happy Birthday like not rip off, but like alternate version somewhere, and I couldn't remember where it was when we were talking. That's where it was from.
Didn't you say that you thought somebody was like hacking the video or something because you heard "Take on Me" in the beginning?
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
a trolling thing.
No,
Yeah.
that's just my helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Instead of Flight of the Valkyries, Craig has Take on Me in the
That's right.
Fuck yeah. You know?
yeah, right. It's good.
I mean,
Little
I
little
did the
aha
same
never
thing.
hurt nobody.
I did the
Did
same
you?
thing. I did that. I before I had Take on Me, I had Kids in America.
That's a very popular one too.
That's definitely some psychological warfare going on right there.
I know our friend Max at work. He has Kids in America on all the time in that game. So, yeah, I got to the first outpost in that game, and then I stopped playing because I had to play other stuff. But I just reinstalled it onto my hard drive tonight. That and Fallout 4, I think, are going to be my recreational games. You know, while I'm painstakingly chipping away at my videos, but that's a story for another day. How's Black Ops 3 treating you?
I'm enjoying it. You get
Yeah?
to be a cyborg. So, I mean, the training part of it is a little annoying, but it's kind of like explaining to you like how you became a cyborg.
Karen Stone?
Exactly.
That's Cyborg's
No.
name, right? Is it? Is that what it is?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Van Damme.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't remember the movies? No.
No, that's Mario Van
no.
Peebles.
Oh, no. No, Mayor Van Peebles was Solo.
Oh, that's right.
Soldier was Kurt Russell. Cyborg was one of the very first films Van Damme was in. It was shortly after Bloodsport, and it took place in like a Fallout-esque Mad Maxian future, where all the bad guys were named after guitars. And, the main bad guy was Fender. I got to get you, Fender! And, he actually, he did like a split over a doorway, like the Van Damme split, and he had a knife, and a dude walked under the doorway, and he knifed the guy from above. That was a cool part.
Man.
Then there was a fight in the rain.
Unliving people with knives, that's painful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, sorry, I was lost in Van Damme's eyes.
It happens.
More like in his thighs.
More like in the bump on his head. Am I right? Where'd that come from? So is are you doing the campaign or just multiplayer?
I'm gonna do the campaign first, then go back into multiplayer because I did the beta multiplayer. So
right. And you're liking it so far?
So far, yeah. The training's a little weird, but once you get past that, it's good.
Because it's stabler from Law and Order SVU giving you the training, right?
Yes. And the cool thing is, I didn't realize you get like a base or like a safe house you get to go to, so you can actually change like how you look, like your camo and stuff. You can change what loadouts you have, and then you can actually set up loadouts so you can practice in like a VR thing, and then like
that rocks.
Go on to the next mission.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. And there's actually cases you can find where you can change your loadout like mid mission.
Nice.
Because actually, I think it was either today or yesterday. I saw that someone actually had a cat on their head the entire time.
I did not see that. That's
a cat on their head.
Something.
Yes.
That is wow.
There's a cat on the hat.
Ah, I don't get it.
Cat on the hat. That's cool. I inadvertently found out how you become a cyborg in that game, and I think that's why I'm hesitating as to play it. But
we'll do the co-op together.
Yeah, so you'll be with me when I go through my moment of need.
Aww.
As Randall pointed out before the podcast, there's you could go through the campaign, and there's like a zombie/robot campaign you can go through called Nightmare, I believe. And it's different than the zombie multiplayer, but it sounds pretty cool. And I wonder if that will get flagged for content because, that poor little indie company, Activision, always something. If something
That's
records
That's
one
because
of their games, heaven forbid.
Well, how else are they going to pay for Candy Crush?
Little bit bitter about Advanced Warfare, but that's besides the point. Yeah, how else are they going to... How much do they pay for Candy Crush?
A lot. I don't know.
Did I hear billion?
Maybe.
You might be slightly right there.
Do I hear 5? Sorry.
Did you ever watch whatchamacallit, Super 13?
Yes. Super Android 13? Yes.
Yeah.
Please don't tell my dad.
Oh, come on! For thousands of years, I've looked underneath the... Ooh,
Oh. Oh,
Um,
it's you. Sorry.
$5.9 billion.
Jeez, Crow. For Candy Crush.
The whole company, yes.
I just... Where did we all go wrong?
I don't know.
I just...
Don't know.
I just...
We can blame Trevor since he
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
here.
whoa.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. All right.
No,
What the
don't
hell,
blame me.
Trevor? Come on, man.
Don't blame me.
Trevor.
You're just mad that you couldn't think of a game where you just do Bejeweled with candy.
That's true.
I
That's
am
true.
mad at that. That's right.
Actually, you know what? Jamie is a time traveler. We can blame him because he probably already knew this.
He probably did.
You're like,
Yeah, he
what?
sent us.
You blokes didn't crush the candies?
I know Jamie was on the podcast with us. Welcome, Jamie.
Oh.
I still love that day.
Trevor,
Yes.
what the hell are you playing lately?
Definitely not playing Fallout right now. Never
Think he's
would.
Liar.
Falling for right now.
Definitely
Why
don't
don't
have a Pip-Boy either.
Why don't you just play New Vegas?
Did you honestly get the Pip-Boy edition?
Maybe.
Fucking shit, Trevor. You know, I
Pictures
heard
to come later tonight.
I heard a kid swear out in public today. And I was like, you know what? That just sounds horrible. Am I teaching kids to do that? And I thought to myself, like, you know what? I'm going to swear less on the podcast, on the videos. But damn it all, Trevor, if you didn't just make me say fucking shit, Trevor, because damn, man. Come on.
So way to fucking go.
Way to go, man.
Not my fault. Charlie should have more strength.
I should have more what?
More strength.
Oh, thank you. I thought you said Charlie should have more stay. I'm like, I love the time. Old people will get that joke. So how are you liking Fallout 4? Well, did we cover that? No. We'll
We
ask
kind
you.
of covered. We kind of covered that.
We'll ask you again.
All right. I mean, it's
Dogs are hurting.
definitely
all over.
experiencing, experimenting with all of the
Uh-oh.
base construction thingy.
Yeah, the Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah, the Minecraft part of it. But as you also said, destruction, so much fun. I
So
wanted to
much
just destroy all of it. Destroy everything for my resources.
Such carnage. Much ripping. Such carnage. So much scrap. So a wonderful thing happened today. That you can go to teamdba.com and you can read the pull list this week, and there's one particular comic book that even I shelled out the $3.99 for digitally. Hey, Jake.
Oh, yeah?
So I read American Alien,
Oh, yeah?
#1.
What'd you think?
I think that Max Landis is a beautiful, crazy, amazing bastard.
So it didn't change your opinion on him at all.
No, it actually escalated my opinion on him. Why don't you, because you wrote a review as well, why don't you tell us a little bit about American Alien?
So the first issue is really just about kind of baby Clark Kent, as in baby, as in like he's a precious baby, and no one should ever harm him ever again.
Ever.
Yeah, he's probably like, what do you say, like 12, 13,
If
maybe
yeah,
10.
around like between 10 and 12, I think.
Okay, yeah, 13's a little much. It's just him like coming to grips with the fact that he's super powered, and like he like in the issue he has problems when he'll just start flying for no reason, and it seems like in the previews it seems like it's tied to his emotional state, and he doesn't want to be this. Like he just wants to be normal. Like it's like it sounds like an X-Men thing, but it's not, because he's really the only person that's like this. There is no like global community of superpowered individuals, so it's like literally he's just this kid who like has this problem, and he's like so unhappy about it, and it's like it's heartbreaking, and then the way they resolve it is pretty amazing, and it's a fantastic piece of comics. Like it's pretty heartwarming.
It felt like an Archie comic with superpowers, and it felt like a beginning of a franchise done by Spielberg. And there was a Spielberg movie in the actual comic. And it was just so well done. And it was funny. It was heartbreaking. It made you feel heartbreak, but at the same time, it made you like just so happy too.
Yeah.
And it was just Max Landis is a fucking genius. I'm sorry.
It's interesting that you say the Archie thing, because like Nick Dragata, I think I've read stuff by him before, but the thing that comes to mind always is East of West, which I never ever get an Archie feel for. But like in this issue, I'm like, this is Archie. Like this is like this feels like an Archie book. It feels like
it's funny you say that, because I have East of West as well, and I never got an Archie feel about that either.
Right,
but it's the same guy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jordi Belair. I think it's Jordi Belair as a colorist on East of West. I'm probably wrong about that. But like, I think even the way he draws the characters is a little bit different from how he does it in East of West. But yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Did you examine that last page, the Castaways?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So much to take in.
Yeah, it's a lot of unpacking for this one page. It's essentially a big, like, it's someone's work desk. I'm assuming it's one of the Kents, and it's just like detailing kind of their life before Clark Kent, before this baby crashed from outer space for them, and it's kind of like it's pretty amazing, because like you never really hear about that. Like what were Mom and Pa Kent like before they found Superman, and it's pretty amazing how much gets done in just one page.
I gotta say this. Okay, earlier stuff, like I'd say up until like 99, John Kent was always like an ancillary character. It was always like, it was like, I'm here for you, son. It's awesome. I'm this jovial old man, and hey, I'm just going to be here with your mother, who's also like 90 years old, and we're just farmers. And of course, Man of Steel made me kind of say, wow, John Kent is a real asshole.
Yeah, he's a real dickbag.
Yeah, total dickbag. But this comic made me really like Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, maybe it's because I see so much of, like, because in the comic he's about the same age as, Craig and me, and maybe it's because I see a lot of myself and TK in John and Martha. But it just became so much more relatable to me all of a sudden, because it wasn't two old people taking care of a little boy.
Right, perpetually 90-year-olds.
Perpetually 90-year-olds, exactly. And it wasn't Kevin fucking Costner saying, no, don't save people.
Yeah. Maybe you should let the whole school bus drown. You should have done that.
Right?
And somehow you were the only survivor, which definitely wouldn't draw attention to you at all.
At all. Oh, jinx.
But why wouldn't I want to just make it look like I'm special? Because I'm special.
and like, just the whole entire, oh, the entire conversation on the car ride back from the movie theater between him and his father. I'm like, oh my god, this is. Please, Jonathan Kent, adopt me.
In case you don't realize how big this was, it was trending on Twitter. A single issue of a limited series comic was trending on Twitter for I think a solid
comic.
At least 3 hours.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm not even mad actually.
Yeah,
that's actually really impressive.
I ain't even mad.
And like I was really tempted to make it the book of the week, which I think that's the whole thing is arbitrary anyway. Even what makes on the pool is and like where it's placed and stuff. There's just like so much stuff. Like the only thing the reason it's not is because like I guess I wasn't in the mood for like nice, perfect, heartwarming story. Because you're in moods and you're like, I guess because I went through all the other ones and I was like in a very like dramatic mood or whatever. So that's why Wick Dev is on there. Wick Div. But like it was the book I read last. Like Wicked and the Divine was the book right before it. But I read American Alien last because I was like, I'm looking forward to this the most. And it didn't let me down. It's just like I was just in a different mood this week, So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a chance for that same feeling because. I mean, this is covering such a far spectrum. I know it's not always going to be just. It's not going to be as happy as it was at this point throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Max Landis will take it completely dark.
Yeah, and that was my thing. Also, like I'm not looking for the dark Superman story, and that's what it would have made it. Book of the week. It was just like it's lovely. It's a lovely piece of comics, and I think it's like 5 stars on Comic Resources, and it totally deserves that because it's for what it is. It's perfect. But I think like because it's on its first issue, whereas Wick Div is on issue 16, so there's a lot more going on and a lot more like revelations going on. So I guess I appreciate that more in terms of long-term storytelling. But I'm pretty much predicting that American Alien is going to be on my like top series I read in 2015. I'm just betting it right now. I'm calling it.
He's just so good. I'm so jealous of him.
All right.
No, seriously, it's just like I finished reading it and I'm just like, as Craig says, day in and day out, we're on the wrong coast.
Boy, you don't have to tell me twice. We got hit by like 2 hurricane systems already. So,
What's a hurricane?
Oh yeah, it's like a really bad snowstorm. Only there's no snow, and it's all wet.
And it's only hell.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Hell is other storm systems.
Sounds like fun.
That's a lovely time.
A lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of trees down.
Hail.
Sometimes
Hail.
so bad there's twisters in it. Sometimes.
Yep. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a tropical storm. No, it's a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's
or sometimes it's like, oh my god, Category 5, get ready to eat shit, and then it's like, oh, light breeze. You've boarded up your house for nothing. That happened actually. Because we had to board up my house for Rita, the like little sister to Katrina, and like it turns out like it curved like way to the east, and we didn't even have to worry about it. Like nothing was really. It wasn't our house wasn't destroyed. Everything was fine pretty much. But school was canceled for like 2 weeks, so it was pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can remember Gloria back in the 80s. School was out for like probably I was in. Wow, that was a long time ago. I think school's out for me for about a week. I was in grade school when that hit, and did they cancel school for a while in our area that we're in now, Craig? Because I grew up in a different region than Craig did in Connecticut.
No, I think it was a couple of days.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah. Where I grew up, it got hit pretty fucking hard. But
though that last one we had was the last major one we had.
That was pretty hype.
It's kind of weird because we live in the same city, and I didn't have power for like a week, and you were like, it rained.
Why is there shit all over my lawn? Oh well.
Like literally, he lives like 10 minutes from me. He had a complete different experience.
I picked up like 4 or 5 branches off of my lawn in the backyard, and I'm like, okay.
It rained. I don't know. Like down here, there's trees down everywhere. There's no power. The National Guard is here because
It's raining, yet everything's on fire. You know. It looked like Century City after, Century City after Cyborg Superman got hold of it.
Yep.
You know.
Oh my God, my city!
All I'm hearing is just the state of Detroit. State of Detroit. Oh, look, everything's on fire, but it's raining.
That was the beginning of was that the beginning of Demolition Man? Were they in Detroit? Or
I
was that
think they
Orlando?
were in Detroit. Well, I think they were in Detroit.
Well, I don't know.
I know that
building's on
RoboCop was in
fire,
Detroit.
and it was raining. So
Yeah,
RoboCop is so Detroit. We tried getting a statue built of him twice.
I heard. That's so amazing.
The best part of that is tried.
I mean, we have the statue. The city won't allow it.
boo.
It's like, that's because they know you'll all pray to it, saying, "Please come to life. Please come to life and save us. Please come to life and save us."
I would rather have the giant fist come to life.
The what now?
There's a giant fist.
He said fist.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a giant fist across from Joe Louis Arena.
Wow.
Good
Good night, everybody. Well, what's right across? What's in Canada right across from Michigan? Is that Ottawa?
Windsor. Very
Windsor.
close.
That's right.
So close, Charlie.
No, I when I was in Michigan all those years ago, back in 1989, we actually went to Windsor because we were so close. And back in the days where you didn't need a passport to get into Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a time like that.
It's impressive, but yeah, there was.
But yeah, every time I've gone to Canada, I've never needed a passport, and I've been there quite a few times, and I would love to go there many, many other times, but I've never owned a passport actually.
I don't either, but I can get across.
I
Well,
have one.
yeah, it's an international traveler here.
Yeah.
I have one.
International traveler here.
You know, it's weird. When you go to Europe, they only stamp it for like the first country you go into. Stupid European Union.
Really?
Yeah,
It gets too complicated.
that
I
is
had-
true.
I had to get one for cruises.
Yeah.
Cruises.
Because it gets very complicated because you could just walk into the next country like, oh, I gotta find customs.
That's true. It was funny because because I went to Europe for a school trip a couple of years ago, and when we were leaving, apparently the girls who we were friends with were leaving in like a separate flight in a separate city, and apparently one of them didn't get stamped on the way into the country, and so it was like had kind of a brouhaha at like the customs agent when she was trying to leave the country that she wasn't from. Like it was like, how did you get in
Practice
here?
Deutsch.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Germany. I'm not sure.
Hey.
But it was,
Traditionally known for being very understanding.
yeah, no, not apparently like Frankfurt Airport is like one of the most rigorous airports security wise. I had a lovely time there. They didn't hassle me at all. But yeah, so that was. I mean, she eventually made it out. She's not held captive in another country for all these years.
She's not a prisoner of Germany.
No, yeah.
Not
it was
anymore, at least.
It was just kind of funny because like they're like, "How did you get in here? Who let you
Oh
in?"
my god. I'm so sorry. I'll leave.
I'll leave. I'm trying to leave right now. Please. I'm an American. Get me out of here.
Wow.
Well, at least
Yeah,
you
but,
weren't
I
with
mean-
Shia LaBeouf.
What happened with Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, nothing. Just you can go watch a movie of him watching his movies.
That was the most ham-fisted Sigu I think I've ever heard in my life.
I actually, as I say, there's actually a live stream of him watching his movies.
I know, but it's just like that has nothing to do with the story.
Is he critiquing them?
No.
Or is
No.
he just watching them?
He's just
No,
watching
you
himself.
just get to watch his expressions of him watching his movies.
I knew I never liked that kid. I don't like that guy.
I can see like Charlie doing like the nose bridge pinch on like South Park or whatever. Like,
Yeah, damn it, Kenny.
they break him a balls here, Shia. They break him a balls.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of a Cartman impression, I watched Aziz Ansari's new like Netflix series, Master of None.
Now that's ham-fisted.
No, because there's a Cartman impression on one of the episodes. It's like one of the key things. So it's more related
alright.
than At Least You Weren't with Shia Lebouf.
You know what? He's the
At
king
least
of
you weren't.
segues. And you weren't. Okay?
Fair point. I guess it works that way.
You were saying though.
It's pretty good. It's a good series. It's pretty funny. Aziz Ansari is a funny man. So if you have Netflix, definitely recommend checking it out.
He is. I liked his first couple comedy specials more than his last one.
I don't think I saw it.
The last one?
Yeah, the last one. I saw one of them. And I liked it a lot. But
It's more it's funny, but it's not as funny because he just kind of like tells stories about him dating. So it's kind of just. I mean, it's funny, but it's not as funny.
Right, gotcha.
It's only one ha funny, not two ha's, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of the same thing happened in Master of None. There was definitely like he kind of went on like a little rant or whatever. I'm like, this is from your stand-up. Like you didn't write this episode, but this is the stand-up thing. It was the like the text back thing or whatever. Just like say, hey, can't do it or whatever.
Yep.
But other than that, it's a pretty goddamn funny show. So.
Well, if they start they did that actually. Head of the Class used to be an old series with Howard Hessman, who used to be Dr. Johnny Fever on WKRP in Cincinnati. I know I just said a bunch of things and words, and you guys have no fucking idea what I'm saying, but I'm leading somewhere.
No, that's the show.
In
Like
Cincinnati.
I
That
swear to God, I thought turkeys could fly. That
But
show?
oh my God, you're right.
Yes. That's about all I know.
That's
all I
now
knew
I'm
was
thinking
an
of the
old
show
show in
now.
Cincinnati.
Aw. So anyway, when Howard Hessman's contract was up, they got Billy Connolly. Now you guys know him as the Duke from
The drunk guy.
Boondock Saints.
Right. Or the
Now-
Scottish guy from Last Samurai.
Yes. Now he had a very popular stand-up at the time. A very foul-mouthed, extremely funny stand-up. And they brought him onto the show, and they had him incorporate bits of his stand-up in his dialogue as the teacher,
Mhm.
and it just didn't work. Like, the swearing was such an integral part of what he did that
Right.
when you dumbed it down and put it on like an ABC Family type of show, it just didn't work.
It's like watching
And-
Superbad on like FX. It's like, why are you even bothering?
Right, or Lebowski.
Yeah.
You know, this is what happens when you fool a stranger in the Alps. This is, it just does not translate well.
Just so everyone knows, Billy Connolly is not the guy that was in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
He was
That's
not.
that's a
That was
different guy.
Colm Meaney,
Yes.
who played Transporter Chief O'Brien.
Does that get confused a lot with people?
They look very similar,
They do.
and it does. There was for a while.
Weird.
It was sort of like, is this Jessica Chastain or Bryce Dallas Howard? Sometimes you just don't know who you're looking at.
Again,
Both very
weird.
pale, both very redhead. It's a game people play. I don't know.
Oh, the silly games we play.
Oh, the games. But yeah, speaking of stand-up specials, I saw an old Donald Glover stand-up special this weekend, and my God, is that guy funny?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, it's also on Netflix. TK has Netflix, I do not, so I had to watch it with her, and it's just one of the funniest stand-ups I've seen since early Cat Williams or early Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor, because those were the guys who made me laugh the hardest. And it's just, and of course, you know, highly reminiscent of the second part of the Mitch Hedberg stand-up that everybody saw. But Donald Glover is just so fucking funny, and it's just, some of the shit he says in a stand-up is amazing. I highly recommend it. I think it's his only special on Netflix, so it's pretty easy to find.
He recently got in trouble in Australia, I think. It was a couple weeks ago. And, like, I'm pretty sure it was Glover. There was, like, a show that was supposed to be in a hotel or whatever, but apparently, like, the hotel or the booker or whoever it was, or the advertising people, like, mislabeled it, and they thought it was going to be, like, you know, Glover, like, doing his whole stand-up routine, or, like, a concert, I think, it's Charles Gambino. But really, it was, like, his kind of, like, friends, and he was, like, DJ scratching in the background, which he was doing the entire, like, quote-unquote tour, which is, like, a 3-city deal or whatever. But, like, apparently this promoter was like, oh, live and in person, Childish Gambino performing all of his hits. And, like, the people got so mad, they, like, left the building.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You don't want anybody leaving when you're in space, Brisbane.
Why? We go to Spicy's. Get a spice soda.
I don't know how I'd feel about that personally. I mean, if I went to see somebody and it was like he was just, or he or she was just an ancillary character and it was just other people doing it, I don't think I'd be too happy about that. But gotta say that unfortunately, folks, it's getting to be that time again.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Got to cut a little short this week. Got things to do, but we wanted to give you guys something to listen to and digest. Thank you so much, folks, for listening and your continued love and downloads. And thank you, everyone who's here with me tonight. So thank you very much to Craig.
Thank you for being
Thank you. Oh, stop it. I can't help myself. I'm me. Thank you very much for Trevor.
Thank you, Charlie.
For being tall.
No, I can't thank you for being tall.
I know, because I'm short.
Thank you for knocking down all those houses in Fallout. Because that's what you're doing right now, isn't it?
Kill them all.
I may or may not be testing something that we've discussed.
See?
All right.
Was it performing at a show but not really being the headliner, and the headliner's just playing DJ in the background?
Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. And of course, thank you, Jake, for coming on and telling us how awesome American Alien was.
Oh, I feel like you could have done that without me, but I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, stop it. You're our comics guru.
That's true, I am. I just wanted to hear you say it.
you set me up for that one. You precocious scamp. Oh, and also big thank you to Randall for doing the editing and putting music in our lives and getting this all ready so y'all can hear it out there in TV land. So big thanks to him. Yeah, and please remember, if you want to be entertained and tickled beyond belief, swing by youtube.com/Team DBAH. That's where all of our videos live. There's like over 300 videos you can watch, different series, different Let's Plays. We usually do longer format Let's Plays on there, so you know what you're getting into. Several series ranging from Batman Arkham Knight to Witcher 3 to fucking all sorts of series. Stuff. Call of Duty Black Ops, 3, at least the beta. And it's just such a nice place to go. So why don't you just swing by youtube.com/Team DBAH. If you like what you see, remember, click subscribe and like down below. It really helps. If you want to talk to us, you can leave a comment there, or you can hit us up on Twitter. We're at Team DBAH. And of course, you can swing by our mother base itself, teamdba.com, and you remember, if you click that link up on top, you can get two free books from Audible when you subscribe through Team DBAH. It's pretty
You might
fucking
even find a
awesome.
Metal Gear there.
Yeah, what he said. And remember, we have the pull list that comes out every Wednesday from our buddy Jake over here.
Hey, I did, yeah.
I'm gesturing to where Jake would be in the room.
Sorry, I was making sure I have the right thing set up for Randall in the sound booth. I was looking over there.
I know. You know, it's a lot of distractions here in the Team DBAH studio.
Oh, one quick thing about the pull list. I know you're doing your thing, but I wanted to pick up all new Wolverine, but it was $5 and I already had 8 comics. So I just want to let the people know that's what happened. So
Gotta make this all about you, don't you?
I may pick it up on a
Fucking drunk with power over here.
on a slow.
I mean, you
slower
are
day.
talking about his segment.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, can I
Next time,
continue?
next time I'm going up to Jamie.
Yeah, interrupt the Jamie Loot Crate thing. He's not even here. But thank you. Yes. So
I can't wait for that one.
yeah, right. And of course, Jamie puts out his Loot Crate review every month now. It's a brand new segment. There's already 2 of them up, so check it out and see if Loot Crate is right for you with all the cool stuff that's in it. And of course, you can listen to this very podcast that comes out every Thursday right here on teamdba.com. You can listen to it on Stitcher, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Player FM. We're all over the fucking place. So come check us out. Reach out. Don't touch us. Unless we ask you to. And of course, you can check out the cafepress.com/teamdba for all of our merch, if you're feeling generous. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. This is Charlie Danger 82. This has been the official Team DBAH podcast number 116. And until next week, folks, please remember, don't be a hero. Good night.